February 25, 1964. The air in Miami Beach's convention hall is thick, heavy with the smoke of cigars and the nervous energy of 10,000 souls waiting for a sacrifice. In one corner, the challenger, Cassius Clay, 22 years old, built like a dancer, talking like a prophet. The world calls him a loudmouth, a jester, a poet. The boxing establishment calls him a gimmick. They see his pre-fight rants, his impossible rhymes, his wildly theatrical terror at the weigh-in, and they laugh. They see a kid. But underneath the braggadocio, inside the young man with eyes that never stop moving, there is a conviction harder than any stone. He knows his destiny. He knows they are all wrong. The whispers echo around the ring, a constant, chilling refrain. He's going to get killed. And in the other corner, the champion, Sonny Liston, the most feared man on the planet. Liston is a mountain of muscle, a granite-faced monolith with a reputation built on broken bones and whispers of organized crime. His silence is more terrifying than any threat. He has an 8-to-1 favorite status because everyone expects him to end this fight in a single, crushing round, just like he ended the last two title defenses. The crowd didn't come to see a fight. They came to see a demolition. When Liston stands up, the ring shrinks. The lights dim. The expectation is not victory for the young challenger. The expectation is oblivion. But Cassius Clay stares at him, not with fear, but with an almost supernatural calm. I will float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He is repeating the mantra, not to the cameras, but to the cold, rational fear that tries to coil in his own gut. He has spent months creating the narrative, goading Liston into a blind, reckless rage. Sonny Liston is not fighting a boxer tonight. He is fighting a psychological trap. The bell for round one rings. Liston charges, a bull released into the china shop, his movements stiff and fueled by fury, just as Clay had planned. The crowd roars, anticipating the immediate end. But the end doesn't come. Cassius Clay, with the speed of a startled gazelle, dances. He leans back from the champion's terrifying left hook. He spins out of the way of the follow-up right, his hands low, inviting and frustrating, his footwork a blur that defies physics for a heavyweight. Every punch Liston throws is air. Every clean miss tightens the screws of the champion's pride. Clay snaps out a long, whipping jab that rattles Liston's head. A cut opens under Liston's eye in the third round. The impossible has happened. The feared man is bleeding. The psychological warfare is working. Liston is not boxing. He is hunting, and the prey is too fast. Clay hears his own corner man, Angelo Dundee, shouting, "Stick and move." He feels the blood of his opponent on his gloves and the surge of an unshakable belief that he truly is the greatest. But then, the fourth round. Something is wrong. Clay returns to his corner, his eyes burning, his vision blurring as if someone had thrown sand into his face. He is shouting, a panic cry this time, "Cut the gloves." "I can't see. It's chaos." Dundee and Dr. Pacheco frantically try to wipe out the burning irritant, likely a caustic substance from Liston's gloves meant to blind him. The champion is trying to cheat destiny. The bell for round 5 rings, and Clay is blind, stumbling, swinging wildly into the darkness. He tells Dundee to stop the fight. He cannot see his own hand. But Dundee, the only man who truly believes in him, shoves him off the stool. "Run, Cassius! Run!" And so he does. Blind, disoriented, he uses his phenomenal footwork not to fight, but to survive, to circle and evade in a dance of pure instinct. Liston lumbering after him, unable to find the target. For 3 minutes of terrifying suspense, the young man fights a ghost. Then, miraculously, in the sixth round, his sight begins to clear. The adrenaline burns away the chemical irritant. He can see the frustration, the exhaustion, the sheer bewilderment in Liston's eyes. This is his moment. Clay unleashes a stunning combination, a whirlwind of speed and precision that rocks the champion to his foundation. The punches land clean, sharp, and they are not the taps of a boy, but the hammer blows of a new breed of heavyweight. Liston stumbles back to his corner, confused, defeated in his own mind. He sits down, a mountain reduced to rubble. The bell for round 7 rings. The challenger, Cassius Clay, bounces to his feet, ready to finish the job. But the champion remains seated, his great, menacing shoulders slumped, his eyes refusing to meet the gaze of the young man in the center of the ring. Liston's corner has thrown in the towel. The fight is over. Technical knockout. The crowd is silent for a beat of eternity. Then the noise explodes, a sound of disbelief, of shock, of the world's reality being fundamentally cracked open. Cassius Clay, the boy who wasn't supposed to be here, who was supposed to be a joke, runs to the ropes and shouts down at the ringside reporters, his eyes alight with triumph, his spirit unchained, his voice a primal scream that echoes through time. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I'm the greatest. I'm the king of the world. It was more than a victory. It was a revolution. In that single, electrifying moment, Cassius Clay shed his name, his perceived role, and the shackles of every expectation. He stepped out of the ring a champion, and in doing so, he stepped onto the path to becoming a legend, Muhammad Ali. Would you like me to find a YouTube video that summarizes this historical fight?